Have you ever wanted a watercolor tutorial from somebody who doesn't know how to watercolor? Probably not, but you know what? Hang out with me anyway. Hey everybody, I'm Whitney with Girl Friday Crafts. Welcome to our Painting Our Yes themed Common Canvas playlist for this week, hosted by Jeannie's Palette. Our challenge this week was to paint something that we were responding to right now. Anything. Literal, figurative, love, hope, peace, joy, just sort of whatever popped into our minds. And I am the non-paint paint artist that oftentimes pops into this playlist. But I've been very intrigued by watercolor for quite some time. And I am on this journey in 2026 to push myself to learn new things, to try new things. And so painting my yes this week was stepping into that space of learning something new, doing something different. And so we have this watercolor book from Emily Lux Studios. Obviously, I bought this a while ago and have yet to have really done anything with it, but I busted it out for this evening. And if you've never seen these, they're really cool. They give you just side by side, or I'm sorry, step by step guidance on how to watercolor, how to mix paints, things like that. And then she has little pictures with color palettes, and it's on watercolor paper, so you can do it right in the book and just kind of work your way through. So we're going to keep it super simple. We are going to just start with this pumpkin. I do have my watercolor. I do that every time, y'all. I always forget that they're not embedded in there. I actually have two watercolor sets, and I will link to both of these in the video description, as well as to the Emily Lux book. And these are both really nice, highly recommended watercolor sets. I got this one because it has some extra colors, and then I just have some brushes, which takes time to figure out, play with, decide what kind of brushes that you like to use. This is a bit of a smaller design, so we'll probably be sticking with some of the smaller brushes. And I am just going to go along with the steps. So our first step is to paint the pumpkin a light orange, leaving some parts unpainted so that we can add the highlights. So I have yellow ochre, and then I have a couple of different shades of orange over here in this kit. I've got a yellow orange and a light tangelo. Also got a bisque down here and a really bright, almost neon orange that I probably won't use. So we're just going to get started. You want to make sure you have two things of water, one for your clean brush and one for your dirty brush. So what's interesting here is that although this color right here looks darker on my palette than this one, it's really not. So we are going to go back over that, clean this brush off. We're going to go down here. I'm going to go down here and I'm going to grab this red orange. Oops, that was vermilion. Don't grab that. Wrong color. Go here and grab this red orange and kind of go back over that to give that a little bit of a darker color. a little bit. Right here, we have a burnt umber. That should be a dark brown. Just that was a little darker than I wanted. Let me spread that out some. I'm going to clean that brush off a little bit. And now we're going to paint the stem. So we're going to start with a light green. So I've got this green right here. And then I've got several shades of green here. I've got an apple green, a grass green, a jade green, and then I even have a lemon yellow way up there. So I think we are going to start with the apple green. I am going to play around with this stem just a little bit. I'm going to come in here. Dark green. I really wish I had like a forest green. I'd like to get some really deep dark green in this, which I could mix. And but it's okay. That's a little bit better. And then our last step is to mix some black, brown, and lots of water to make this warm gray shadow that she's got on the bottom there. Now, this is something new to me. I think what we're going to do is I'm going to take this brush, get some black, and come in here and I'm going to spread that a little bit. Kind of trying to follow the lines in her painting. Okay, and we're going to clean that. And come over here. Nope, we're going to grab that burnt umber again. And we're going to come in here. And we're going to mix that. Okay. And then now we're just going to keep adding water to it. So this is definitely a practice kind of thing for, blending the colors. That's not anything I've ever done with the small amount of watercoloring that I've ever done. Just remembering to clean that brush before I dip it back in the clean water. Add some more to this. Spread it around. Definitely didn't need as much black as I started with. But we do have a good shadow there. It's definitely darker than hers, but it's a shadow nonetheless. So very quick and easy. I'm pretty happy with how that looks. And then if you really wanted more definition, you could come in later with a fine liner or a thin brush and add darker lines or something, tweak it after it dries. All right. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that video. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments what you thought. Subscribe to get notified when I go live again. Make sure you follow our host, Jeannie with Jeannie's Palette, and follow along on the rest of the playlist. The link is in the description. Share these videos with your friends and your family and your coworkers and anybody else you can think of that you might think would be interested and enjoy these. And come back and see us in 2 weeks for another playlist. Bye, everybody.